अनिकेत आणि सत्यम, बाकीची मुलं येईपर्यंत मला जरा फीडबॅक द्या बरं. तुम्हाला ती स्क्रीनवर दिसतंय कागद व्यवस्थित? अनिकेत, हुलजुते, सत्यम. अरे, कोणी मुलं आहेत का नाही? का गेले? अरे मगाशी किती मुलं होती लेक्चरला रे आधीच्या? 40-50 होती का अनिकेत?
हाँ सर.
किती होती मुलं मगाशी लेक्चरला?
आय थिंक 50 काहीतरी होती.
होती? अच्छा, म्हणजे अजून यायची आहेत. बरं, तोपर्यंत मला जरा इनपुट द्या. माझा आवाज येतोय तुम्हाला?
होय सर, येतोय.
अच्छा. आणि स्क्रीन जे दिसतात मल्टिपल तुमच्याकडे दिसत असतील तर त्यामध्ये एस के पाटील जो आहे ना, ते सचिन पाटील आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये जिथं कागद दाखवलाय तो स्क्रीन पिन करा.
होय सर, केली.
आणि फक्त तुम्ही करा. तुम्हाला व्यवस्थित दिसतोय कागद?
सर थोडं ब्लर दिसतंय.
थोडं ब्लर दिसतंय. अच्छा. हा. आता झाला असेल बघा बरं क्लिअर. हो, ऑटो फोकस व्हायला जरा वेळ लागतो. दिसतंय का? पुन्हा मध्ये मध्ये जातंय ते.
मध्ये मध्ये थोडं ब्लिंक होतंय.
दिसतंय क्लिअर दिसतंय.
हा, मध्ये ब्लिंक होतंय बरोबर. थोडस इथं टेबल हल्लं की ते ब्लर होतंय लगेच.
हां हां.
आता दिसेल.
चालेल सर, दिसतंय
आता मी
वरती.
दिसतंय ना? अच्छा.
हम्म.
हा, मध्ये आधी थोडंसं जाईल ते आपण डिस्कस करत असताना ते क्लिअर होईल.
ओके, ठीक आहे सर.
फॉर एक्झाम्पल टुडे तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी नोटबुक आणलेत ना?
होय सर.
नोटबुक घेऊन, नोटबुक आहेत ना जवळ? What I'm going to do today is we'll be covering examples on number. So I'll be starting with the presentation and then we'll cover. Okay. Let me play the slide. Okay. Now I'm presenting and my screen is visible to you right now. Okay. So today we'll be continuing with design of camber. Last time we started with highway parameters, road width parameter, meaning of road width, right of way, side slope. Then we have gone through required terrain classification, how terrain will be classified. That is slopes given to the ground. Okay. Then how highways will be classified. That is national highway, state highway, other district road, major district road and village road, along with urban roads. These are the different classes of roads. Today we'll be starting with the numerical part of this transportation engineering. Mainly I will call this as a highway engineering. Highway, what if we have attended the first lecture, job opportunities in transportation engineering, we will come to know that major part of the infrastructure development will be railway and highways. So most of the money will be running towards those direction. And what I came across is people are saying that civil is having a recession period right now. But this is not the true. People are looking at the recession from their exposure to the building construction industry. Okay. Recession is in a building construction, bungalows and apartments, because it is a consumer to builder, money flow is there, and people right now don't have money due to the corona effect, and mm, the money flow has completely stopped. So that's why we call this as a
सर
recession.
आवाज ब्रेक
But
होतोय.
आवाज ब्रेक होतोय माझा आता. येस,
ब्रेक
आता ऐकू आता ऐकू येते का तुम्हाला?
हो सर येतंय.
ओके. मध्ये मध्ये थोडासा मी कॅमेऱ्यापासून लांब गेलो की आवाज ब्रेक होत असेल. आय विल टेक केअर. So what we can assume is whenever some recession kind of thing will be occurring, major money flow will be towards the infrastructure development. So we need to check that development will be occurring in infrastructure industries, and highway, transportation engineering, railway engineering are major infrastructures. So with respect to highway, we can think about the design of highway. Within that, one part of highway, that is a pavement, road surface, which will be having a cross slope. That side slope perpendicular to the direction, longitudinal direction of the road will be called as a cross slope, also called as a camber. We'll be covering design of camber in today's lecture. So in previous lecture, we have covered highway cross section elements. That is a red color top surface being shown, which is a road pavement. Next to the road pavement, brownish color is a shoulder of the road. Next of that will be side slope, which is for the filling. Okay. And when we are talking about camber, that is the inclined surface of road pavement, so that water will move from center towards both the sides, that slope will be calling as a cross slope. Remember this term? This slope given to the road pavement in a transverse direction, it will be called as a cross slope. In shorter word, it is also called as a camber. Now, depending on the shape of camber, again it is classified into different categories. Then, when these both cross slopes are meeting towards the center, there will be a conical point created at the center of road. Most of the time, when surface is casted on level ground, this crown will be exactly at the center. So this topmost point of road pavement will be called as a crown. Okay, what is the function of this camber? It will provide a slope such that water will be drained off quickly from the road surface. If water is going to stay there, it will percolate into the surface. Then deterioration, disintegration is going to happen. So there will be problems of soil swelling or uplift pressure. Likewise, things are going to develop afterwards. Okay. Then the function we have seen to move the water surface away from the pavement as quickly as possible, as well as to prevent vertical entry of water, which is also called as a percolation into subsurface, subgrade of the pavement. Okay. Now, whenever we are talking about a slope in highway engineering or railway engineering, it is always expressed as 1 as to n something. So it is in the form of y by x, that is vertical dimension divided by horizontal dimension. But incidentally, For this slope, this vertical dimension is taken as a 1 and horizontal dimension will be whatever the value will come, that is 1 as to 100 or 1 as to 1 means 45 degree. 1 is to 2, probably it will be 33 degrees, something like that. So if this n number is going to go on increasing, the slope will become more and more gentle. So 1 is to 100 and 1 is to 200. When we are going to compare these two values, 1 is to 200 will be more gentle because in horizontal direction, excuse me, in horizontal direction, we need to cover here in diagram 200 units, whereas in vertical direction, only 1 unit will be covered. Okay. Now, this value of a camber slope depends on pavement surface. That is a type of surface, pavement, bituminous pavement, or concrete pavement, or it is a earthen road surface, and amount of rainfall. So, if you have got a notebook, or although you have got a mobile, you can take a screenshot of this table, which indicates different values of cross slope required for a different type of surface. Now, from the table, let us take the first case, first row. When pavement is of high quality, cement, concrete, or rich bituminous pavement. Okay. Then in that case, side slope or camber value will be 2% for heavy rainfall. When rainfall is light category, this value will be reduced to 1.7%. These are the values to be remembered if we are supposed to solve the examples. Now, by looking at this diagram below, diagram bottom is this त्यामध्ये, looking at this diagram below, this value will be 1 as to n or 1 as to x or y as to x. So here y, that is vertical dimension, is equal to 1. Horizontal dimension x, that will be taken as some number which is n. And for first category of road surface, concrete surface, this value, when rainfall is heavy, it will be taken as 1 as to 50. Now it is very difficult to remember 1 as to 50, 1 as to 40, 33, 25. So what I have done is, I have made a table so that we will simply remember the values in terms of percentage. For high quality pavement, this value will be 2%. When pavement is a thin bituminous pavement, regular bituminous pavement, this slope will be 2.5%. When water-bound macadam kind of road or gravel pavement will be there, this value will be reduced to 3%. It will be increased to 3%. And for earthen road, this slope will be highest, which is 4%. So heavy rainfall, higher value will be there, such that water will be quickly running out from the surface. For light rainfall, the value will be slightly lesser. And we can check that when the value is for heavy rainfall, same value can be plotted for next category in light rainfall. So 2% here, that will be 2% in light rainfall category. For thin bituminous, slope values are, camber values are 2.5% and 2%. So for next category, this value is reduced higher to lower 2.5% in light rainfall category. That means we have to remember at least only one column and top two values, so that we can remember these values which can be utilized in solving the example. Okay, so you need to remember at least first column and categories of pavement. Slopes are 2%, 2.5%, 3%, and 4%. Okay, so I will, if you have noted it down, I will move to the next slide, or you could have taken the screenshot. Okay. Now, depending on the shapes given to the pavement, those are categorized into two main classes. So that will be a triangular, that is a straight line camber. When camber is a straight line, the height, topmost height at the center, that will be assumed as a y, and width of pavement is taken as a w. Okay, so this y will be equal to w by 2n. That will see derivation in coming example. But right now, the slope given to this triangular will be 1 as to n. That means any value from the previous table. 1 as to n, that is 1 as to 40 or 1 as to 33. Likewise, any value is given to this straight line camber, and that way we'll be able to identify the topmost point, that will be crown at the center, and edge of pavement, and join it by straight line, and we'll be able to cast the pavement on ground. Are you getting it? When we are going to construct this pavement, just like your birthday cake in cross direction, this will be slice occurring. How it will be casted on the surface? We need to have these values such that we can use some thread or pharma and use that negative to cast this positive. Okay. Now another type of camber that is usually constructed, because what is happening in this middle category in straight line camber, if some vehicle, truck, is going to make some overtake in India, vehicles will be traveling on left side. Suppose some vehicle is moving on leftmost part and someone is crossing on on his right side, and due to the space constraint he has to be in line, he has to overtake. In that case, the vehicle will be traveling exactly at the midpoint, and as the slope is in opposite direction, that truck will be slightly changing center of gravity from left, say, tilting towards right tilting, which will create a jerk to the heavy material which is loaded into the vehicle. And to avoid such a sudden movement, we can go for more uniform surface, which is going to allow gradual change of a slope in transverse direction. This camber is called as a parabolic camber. In that case, here height of crown y is equal to w by 2n, it will be same, but as this is a parabola, we can find out everywhere what is the height required for this parabola from top towards bottom direction of the camber. So here at the topmost point of the crown, y will be equal to 0 because it is measured from top. Y is equal to 0. Then at some 1 meter depth, this height will be y1. Okay. Sanchita says आवाज इतनी है. Let me check out what is happening. Someone can give me the input then, so that I'm checking your messages. What if you have typed something? Okay, only one person has typed. माझा आवाज येतोय का? Am I audible right now?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, what we said, instead of this straight line camber, a parabolic camber is being constructed, which is going to give gradual changes in vertical direction. Suppose at a distance of 1 meter from the center, that is from crown towards both the direction, height of camber from top will be y1 and distance will be x1 from center, that is 1 meter. Then at a distance of say 2 meter, y2 will be vertical height of camber from the top line will be y2 and horizontal distance will be x2. We'll see this mathematically in equation. Now both these surfaces are making abrupt changes. So one unified formula is calculated, which is combination of these two cambers, which is a straight line when on the edge there is a uniform surface. A straight line road intersection or road cross section is provided. Then at center, when gradual change in curvature is going to occur, parabolic shape is constructed and again continued by straight line on both the sides. So this is a combination of straight line and parabolic camber. So what is important from point of view? Camber is classified into three categories by cross section: straight line camber, parabolic camber, and combination of both these two. We'll solve example. We'll probably able to know. Now, important thing: if you have got a notebook, you need to write down this question so that if you can refer to these questions while we are going to solve the example. Okay, it will be very easy for you. Either you can take a photograph and refer to it, which will be cumbersome, or you can note down the question. I'm going to reiterate. I'm going to say the question for you. Okay, what should be height at a crown when road is to be constructed? What should be height of crown when road is to be constructed at a heavy rainfall area? Okay, when road is to be constructed at heavy rainfall area. For there are two parts in question. First data is given. Number one, for when road surface is a water-bound macadam. For water-bound macadam pavement is to be constructed having road width 3.8 meter. Okay. So first one category, when road surface is water-bound macadam and width is 3.8 meter. For water-bound macadam pavement is to be constructed having road width 3.8 meter. Okay, this is first category. And number two, you need to find out, again I will reiterate the question from top side, what is the height of crown when road is to be constructed for heavy rainfall area of state highway is to be constructed with width of 7 meter. For second category of question, pavement is a state highway with width equal to 7.0 meters. Now we will solve this question. Okay. If you have noted down this question, shall I move to the answer instead of showing derivation? Can somebody give me input that I can move to the next step? Right, I'm going to solve this problem on notebook so that I need to stop this presentation and move to the notebook. Tell me yes or no. Shall I move to the? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I'll be moving to the. Okay. Before I move to the next part, you can write down two first number answer. What is it? आपल्याला डेटा काय काय दिलेला? Heavy rainfall area is there and surface is water-bound macadam and pavement is 3.8 meter. So we'll just move to the table. This is the table we are supposed to go through. When row number 3, when pavement is water-bound macadam and rainfall is heavy, the camber value is to be taken as a 3%. So this is what you should note down as a first line. Okay. Now I will be stopping the presentation and I will move to the notebook. Okay. Now you will be able to see my camera, but if you check out your mobile, there will be lot many people visible on the screen and my camera will be very small. What you can do is you have to select that camera where notebook paper is being shown and you have to click on pin. Then it will be full screen. Okay. दिसतोय ते सगळ्यांना? Okay. Are you able to see the notebook?
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is the question. What should be the height of crown when road is to be constructed at heavy rainfall area? So input is heavy rainfall area, surface is water-bound macadam, and road width is 3.8 meters. For that case, what we know is n will be equal to 3%. Okay, n is 3%. This is what the value we have taken. Okay, now we'll find out rest of the values. What is the height of crown? I will be doing the derivation of a camber surface. Now the case is height of crown. That means we have to find out we have to use triangular pavement. So this will be triangular pavement which will be constructed on road surface. This is a triangle. It is going to happen that way. Camera is going to fluctuate because of the wire. Now this is a triangular surface. We know that height of crown, this is the crown, topmost point, this will be crown, and topmost point will be y, whereas x dimension will be width of pavement, w. Now we can divide this figure into two triangles. So everywhere base of triangle will be w by 2. And we know that for this triangle, this side slope, which is represented in the form of 1:n, will be camber value. This camber value 1:n will be equal to 3%. And this is our design value. So we can now find out the value of y. What we can do is we'll use principle of similar triangles. So I will write down the first input for heavy rainfall and water-bound macadam road camber equal to 3%. 3% म्हणजे कसं आपण 1:n ला कन्वर्ट केलं बघून घेऊया. So when camber is 3%, just I have attention, 3% is nothing but 3 divided by 100. Very good. But we have to convert this value as for the form of 1:n. This is 1:n. So to get 1 on topmost surface of this equation, I'm going to write down this whole equation as 1 by 100 divided by 3, so that this will be 1 by 100 by 3 is nothing but 33.3 something, 33.3333. So this value is automatically now converted to 1 by n format. By looking at this, what we have got is therefore n is equal to 33 for heavy rainfall. So in previous table, we have to remember either 1:33 or 3%. we have calculated this value 1:n. Okay, then from the equation, from this diagram, we can use the principle of similar triangle. We can check this central triangle where height of triangle is y and base of triangle is w by 2. Height of triangle is y and base of triangle is w by 2. So what I will write down is by principle of similar triangle, by principle of similar triangles. Okay, height of triangle, bigger triangle y by base of bigger triangle w by 2 should be equal to height of smaller triangle. दिसतं का इथं छोटा triangle आहे 1 by n, height of triangle is 1 and base of triangle is n. Therefore, we need to find out height of a crown, which is y. This whole equation will be converted to y. Y is equal to w by 2 पलीकडे गेले divided by n. Therefore, this becomes y is equal to w by 2n. Okay. Therefore, we have got an equation y is equal to w by 2n. This is our main finding, height of crown. Now, for first category of data, okay, first category of data, let us put the values. Height of crown for WBM road, y will be equal to width of pavement 3.8 meter दिलेली आहे. W is equal to 3.8 meter. Okay, divided by 2 into n. N is 33. So this value will come out to be 3.8 divided by 2 divided by 33, which comes out to be 0.058 meter. So in terms of millimeters, it will be 58 millimeters height of crown at the center. Okay. For category number 2 road, category number 2 road, y is equal to w by 2n is the formula. So height, width of road will be state highway साठी 7.0 meter दिलेला. 2 into n is 33, which comes out to be, tell me. Oh, sorry. We need to find out this value of n. This value of n. If we check out the table, for state highways, heavy rainfall area, camber slope was, anybody who can remember table, ज्यांनी लिहून घेतलं, camber slope was 2%. So 2% is nothing but 2 by 100. We have to convert this value to 1 by n something. So it will be 1 divided by 100 divided by again 2, which will be 1:50. Therefore, it is 1 by n. N is equal to 50. Now for this above formula, height of crown, y is equal to w 7.0 divided by 2 into 50 meter. This value comes out to be 0.07 meter, which is 70 millimeter. So this way we'll be able to find out height of crown for this triangular pavement, for linear pavement. Okay. Now I'll be going for one more example of this category. You can check out this statement. Okay. I'll be showing this question on screen. Just a moment. Okay, so this was the value for state highway, and state highway will be heavy rainfall. Concrete payment will be there with 2% मगाशी value घेतली आपण. Then let us go for one more example. Okay, you can note down this question now. A parabolic camber for two-lane road. Parabolic camber for two-lane road with a thin bituminous surface is to be constructed in area of heavy rainfall. Prepare a dimensioned sketch of camber of road. Okay. First, note down the question till then we can continue with solving the problem. A parabolic camber for two-lane road with thin bituminous surface is to be constructed in area of heavy rainfall. Prepare dimension sketch of camber of road. Now dimension sketch, if we check out at the bottom, dimension sketch means we need to create a profile at height at a distance of x1 from center. What is the height of parabola from top? Very important, from top. मगाशी आपण बघितलं from bottom, that was y. Okay, that's why it was height of triangle. Okay. Now here parabola, it is measured from top. This is the way we make equation for parabola hyperbola, if you remember the maths. So at a distance of x1 from center, which will be plotted from here crown towards horizontal direction x1, height of parabola will be y1 from top. At a distance of x2 center, at till this point, say x2 equal to 2 meter, height of parabola or camber, parabolic camber will be y2, measured from the top direction. In the similar way, for x3, height of parabola will be y3. Now, in this case, incidentally, if we go through our basic mathematics, these y-intercepts of parabola y1, y2, y3 measured from top can be derived by equation y is equal to 2x square by nw. This is the equation we have to remember. And why we cannot use the previous value of y, I will tell you in just a while. Okay, time being, we need to go through the question. एक parabolic camber है, okay. Then two-lane road. Two-lane road width दिलेली नहीं है. But what we can know is lane of a road will be 3.5 meter. So two-lane road, that width of road will be equal to 7.0. This is what we have to assume if it is not given. Then for thin bituminous surface and heavy rainfall, we will go back to our table. Thin bituminous pavement and heavy rainfall, this value will come out to be 2.5%. Okay. Now let us solve this problem. Okay. So I will be stopping the presentation and going back to the camera. I don't know. You can directly select the camera also. I'm going to stop sharing. You can select my camera. You will be able to see the whole screen. So previous question is written.
सर पेज सेंटरला घ्या ना.
आता चेक करा.
पेज सेंटरला घ्या ना. वन साइड दिसतंय फक्त.
हा आता जस्ट मी घेतलेलं आहे बघा बरं, कारण माझ्या इथं कॅमेरामध्ये स्क्रीनवर दिसतंय मला. चेक.
थोडं वन साइड दिसलंय. लेफ्ट साइडला जास्त गेलंय.
ओके.
हा ओके सर. ओके ओके ओके
ओके ओके सॉरी. हां हां. Now parabolic camber, what we can do is first write down the values. Slope, cross slope was slope okay. Slope equal to what we have noted down from the previous table, 2.5%. So 2.5 is nothing but 2.5 divided by 100, which comes out to be 1 by 100 divided by 2.5. 100 by 2.5 म्हणजे 1:2. Tell me. That will be 1:40. 100 चे 4 भाग. 25 ने डिवाइड केलं म्हणजे 4 भाग येतील. So that will be 40, which is synonymous with 1:2, and therefore we have got the value of n equal to 40 for this payment. Okay. First input. So by looking at this value, we can plot the camber now. What is happening? We have got n equal to 40. This will be our parabolic camber. We don't know yet what is the vertical height of this intercepts. Okay, so suppose this will be distance x1 from center direction x1. This vertical intercept will be y1. In similar way, I'm going to plot here. This will be x2. This vertical intercept from top will be y2, measured from top, remember. Similarly, somewhere here x3, it will be measured from top y3, and end of payment y4, whatever. Now, corresponding distances are x1, x2, x3, and w by 2 at the end. Here, width of payment w by 2, which is half of width of payment. Now, for the same payment, this will be topmost point, which is called as a crown, and we can connect this crown by straight line. This is nothing but y, which is the height of crown as per triangular pavement, triangular camber. So we can utilize straight away the formula for triangular or straight line camber: height of crown. Height of crown y is equal to w by 2n. Okay, so pavement width is 7 meter, that we have assumed 2 lanes at minimum. 2 into 40, that y will be equal to 0.0875, that will be 0.0875 meters, that is 87.5 mm. Okay. 87.5 mm. Now, why I have taken this value? Just now we have seen that for parabola, these y1, y2, y3 intercepts are given by equation y is equal to 2x square by nw. This is one more equation for y, and this is the equation for height of crown. What is the difference between these two? Just understand. Y is equal to w by 2m, that is the height of a triangle. For this triangle, y by w2n is calculated by using principle of similar triangle 1 by n, where n is equal to 40, 1 by n, which is 1:40. We just have calculated for this pavement. By using this, what we know is W by 2 is 3.5 meter for this pavement. Total width is 7 meter. Therefore, W by 2 is 3.5 meter. We calculated height of crown from bottom काढलेली आहे. But looking at this parabola equation, y is equal to 2x square by nw. I will put the value of x equal to 0. X equal to 0. From crown, x is measured in horizontal direction. So here, x equal to 0, y will be equal to 0. Therefore, we will get a y 0 equal to 0. This is the height of pavement from top line. We'll use x equal to 1. Therefore, y will be some value, which is some numerical value measured from top direction. That means these are the two different formulas. We are using this y is equal to w by 2n to measure the height of crown, whereas we are using this parabola equation to find out vertical intercept y1, y2, y3 and y4. Remember? Now, we have got a height of parabola. We will write down the equation now for parabola, for parabolic camber. Y is equal to, equation जे आपल्याला माहित आहे, 2x square by nw. Therefore, for x1 equal to 1 meter. या डायग्राम मध्ये पाहिला तर x1 सेंटर पासून उजवीकडे at a distance of 1 meter, x1 equal to 1 meter, y1 will be equal to 2 into 1 square divided by n is 40 into width of pavement nw is 7 meter, which is 7.1 mm. y1. x2 equal to 2 meter. Therefore, y2 will be equal to 2 into 2 square divided by 40 into 7. So that value will come out to be 28.5 mm. Similarly, x3, let us take 3 meter, because x4 width of pavement is 3.5 meter only. So x3 equal to 3 meter. This y3 will be 2 into this x equal to 3 divided by 40 into 7. That value will be 64.3. Similarly, y4 at end, y4 या ठिकाणी आला, y4 at end will be 87.5. This way, we have got the values. Now what we can do is, on a plain paper, we will make a geometric diagram with the scale. X equal to say 1 meter, so that will be 3 centimeters. Some scale will be there, 3 plus 3 plus 3 and 1.5. That will be last remaining, something like that. So we will be able to fit this whole diagram on the paper. X1 equal to some value, and with that same scale, y1 will be 7.1 mm. So plot केला. We'll be able to plot these x1, y1, y2, y3 and y4, and we can plot this profile. What is the use of this? Why to go for this? Because when you will be working as a highway engineer, you need to tell the people who are working under you that how you are going to verify that road surface is exactly parabolic. In field, what they do is they create a negative pharma like this. So they will be constructing some metal framework of this size. I'll be using some color now. So you will not be able to see the color. So this is red color framework, which will be casted of say metal or wood, and you can think about it is a blank surface like a bridge, which is moved along the road surface, and you can check out if there is a gap between the road and this pharma, then with that error needs to be corrected. So this way, a civil engineer will be able to give direction to the people working under him that what should be the final surface of pavement. So for that you need these values of y1, y2, y3 and y4. These are the dimensions given to the person, say a machinist who will be doing the welding, or carpenter, and make a frame of this wood or metal which will be used to verify camber surface on the road. Okay, so I think it will be now clear to you. I will be going with one more. I will be going with highway assignment, highway design parameters, starting from coming lecture, and next lecture onwards. There are some important derivation that needs to be covered. Can you tell me while you are going to give the attendance right now, but I will be expecting a feedback from you about today's lecture, whether the method by which today's lecture was conducted, was it more feasible, or do you like the presentation mode only? Write the attendance and tell me the feedback also. Notebook lecture or presentation, what you like. Okay. Attendance separate line and feedback separate line. Don't mix it. Okay. You can include your feedback in between. I will sort it out afterwards. How do you like this notebook lecture or presentation lecture? What do you prefer? You can even communicate on the mic because lecture is over now. अरे मी प्रश्न विचारतोय, आजचं लेक्चर कळलं का नोटबुक वर असं घेतलेलं?
हो सर.
हो सर. हो सर.
Do you prefer this kind of lecture? Yes, tell me. Lecture?
सर फक्त ते स्क्रीनचं थोडंसं ऍडजस्टमेंट नेक्स्ट टाइम फक्त इम्प्रूव्ह झाला पाहिजे.
स्क्रीन हलतोय. टेल मी, गुजराती मॅडम जे लेक्चर घेतात तो झूम वर घेतात, त्याच्यावर जास्त क्लिअर येतं का?
होय सर, तिथे जास्त क्लिअर दिसतं, पण कधी कधी प्रॉब्लेम येतो.
अच्छा. देन इफ आय प्रोव्हाइड यू द रेकॉर्डेड लेक्चर, ज्याच्यामध्ये हे सगळं ऑलरेडी क्लिअर असेल.
ठीक आहे चालेल.
सर चालेल, ते बेस्ट असेल कारण क्वालिटी पण क्लिअर असेल आणि आम्हाला प्रत्येकाला टाइम नुसार ते बरोबर हे करता येईल, नेटवर्क नुसार.
हा, फक्त एक करता येईल त्यामध्ये की तो नेटवर्क नुसार तुम्हाला ते डाउनलोड करता येईल, पण ते बरोबर लेक्चरच्या टायमिंगला मी ती लिंक अपलोड करेन, जेणेकरून तुम्हाला ते आधी नाही बघायला भेटणार. बरोबर त्या लेक्चरच्या वेळी तुम्हाला यावंच लागेल, अदरवाइज आय विल नॉट बी एबल टू गेट युअर प्रेझेंटेशन. When you come to the lecture like this, I will send the link in chat box, and then you can continue with the lecture. I will be attending the same lecture with you on YouTube. So the link मी पाठवणार आहे, that will be YouTube only. Google Drive. त्याच्या remark box मध्ये I will be still waiting for you and talking with you simultaneously. I will be expecting presenting same similar to the whole class.
हॅलो
हा बोला
सर, ते लास्ट पॅराबोलिक सम आहे ना, हा त्यामध्ये x ची व्हॅल्यू x4 ची व्हॅल्यू 3.5 का घेतली?
एक्सपोर्ट ची व्हॅल्यू 3.5 घेतली कारण पेमेंटची विड्थ आहे ना, सेंटर पासून 3.5 मीटर आहे ना. टोटल विड्थ किती आहे? 7 मीटर आहे. पेमेंटची टोटल विड्थ आहे 7 मीटर. त्यामुळे सेंटर पासून सगळ्यात शेवटचा उजवीकडचा पॉईंट किती अंतरावर असणार आहे? 3.5 मीटरवर आहे.
W/2
म्हणून घेतली. W/2. 3.5 मीटर.
ओके सर.
हा, कारण त्याच्या पुढचा रोड सोडून आपल्याला पुढच्या कॅल्क्युलेट करून काय उपयोग नाही ना. ज्या मी मधल्या
हा.
1, 2, 3 घेतल्यात त्या तुम्ही कुठल्याही घेऊ शकता. 0.5 घेऊ शकता, 0.7 घेऊ शकता. लाईक वाईज.
ठीक आहे.
मी आता फक्त सॅम्पल 4 घेतलेत, बट इन ऍक्च्युअल फील्ड यू नीड टू टेक मोर व्हॅल्यूज. तुम्ही कारागीरला जर सांगायचं झालं फार्मा कसं बनवून घ्यायचं आहे, तर त्याला जास्त व्हॅल्यूज लागतील.
ठीक आहे सर.
ओके, थँक्यू. If you have given feedback, you can start quitting the lecture. Thank you very much for being present. Okay, if everybody has given the feedback, attendance and feedback. Okay, feedback not many people have given. No problem. I'll be stopping the recording, then on your attendance will not get recorded. So those people who have gone for moving, फिरायला गेलेत, you can either exit. Okay, thank you, Omkar.